Welcome back to another video, gentlemen. Today I want to be talking about why being a nice guy will get you screwed over and will get you nowhere. You see, we're all taught by society and by our parents that you should be a nice guy, but the definition was never really explained, and I'm going to tell you now some of the characteristics of nice guys and why you should never aspire to be a nice guy and why you should aspire to be a good guy. There's a big difference. Okay, so first of all, let's get into the characteristics of nice guys. Well, they're very dishonest to start off with. They hide their mistakes, right? They avoid conflict, and I'll give you some examples in just a minute. They say things they think people want to hear, and they repress their feelings. So very dishonest. Let's begin with that. A nice guy will see a girl that he's attracted to, and instead of having the courage to say, hey, I find you attractive, he'll go in from the back door. He'll act like a friend because he doesn't want to face the possible rejection. He's afraid of rejection, so he'll act like a friend, and guess what happens when you act like a friend? You get friend zoned. Either you come in straight to the point and you say, hey, I find you attractive, and if she says no, you walk away. You never act like a friend, and this is what nice guys do. They put on a facade, and that's why when the girl breaks up with her boyfriend, these guys pop out of nowhere, and the girl's like, hang on a second, we were never really like that. I don't know why you're coming onto me like that right now. I never found you attractive. Well, that guy was orbiting. He was putting on a facade this whole time. He was acting like a friend. Okay, so they're very fake people, right? They avoid conflict, so they don't have the courage to say what they want to say, whether that's in a business meeting. For example, he disagrees with a policy or something, and instead of having the courage to say, hey, I think we should do things this way, he doesn't want the possible confrontation. So he instead nods his head and agrees like a little bitch that he is. Okay? They say things they think people want to hear. Yeah, no, I absolutely agree with that, Mark. Yeah, Charlotte, that's a great idea. Once again, supplicating to people instead of saying, no, we shouldn't do this, we should do this instead. You see, gentlemen, this is how you gain respect. When you say what you want to say, instead of thinking, oh, what if people are gonna fuck what they think? People respect someone that has the audacity to say what they want to say. The balls, the courage, especially as a man. If you don't have the courage to say what you want to say as a man, you're a bitch. You're weak, okay? And once again, as I said earlier, they repress their feelings. So they want to say something, but they keep it bottled in because they're scared. All right? In the book, No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover, he says, nice guys are secretive because they're so desperate for approval. They will hide anything they feel might upset anyone. Isn't that true? And at some point, every guy was a nice guy, but you need to kill the nice guy. You need to kill that weak bitch inside of you, okay? And he also says just about everything a nice guy does is consciously or unconsciously calculated to gain someone's approval or to avoid disapproval. Listen, man, being a good guy is what we should all aspire to be. There's nothing wrong with being a gentleman, opening the door for a woman, right? There's nothing wrong with when a woman says that she loves you to say it back. There's nothing wrong with that. But being fake, being fraudulent, having something to say and keeping it bottled in, that's very fucking fraudulent. It's fake. Okay, so you should be a good guy. You have boundaries. No, I disagree. I think we should do this instead. Hey, no, I don't appreciate that. This is what I expect going forward. Say what you want to say. If something hurts you, you got to speak up and talk about it. You can't be like, oh, okay. Because I'll tell you this, for example, guys in relationships that always agree and, okay, honey, happy wife, happy life, okay. Guys like that always get left in the end anyways, because the woman loses complete and utter respect for him. Listen, women want someone who has boundaries and says, no, we shouldn't do this, we should do this instead. Honey, I don't agree with that. You hurt my feelings, and I'm letting you know right now, this cannot continue. They love that because that's a man that has boundaries. Because if you can't even have boundaries with your woman, then you can't have boundaries with society. You'll get walked all over in the workplace, everywhere. Okay? So aspire to be a good man instead. Someone that is respectful. I'm not saying be a horrible man and cuss people out. No. You can be a good man, but don't get walked all over. All right? He also says in the book, self-respect, courage and integrity look good on a man. Absolutely. Absolutely. See, listen, don't watch a lot of these Hollywood films and these Netflix shows that show the man being so submissive and agreeable and, okay, honey, I think we should do. Don't look at these men and think, oh, okay, well, she liked it in the film, so I guess in real life that'll work. Movies aren't the same as the real world. It's all an act. You know, the funny thing is, I once heard a quote, I don't know who it was by, but he said, he was talking about romance and how it's overdone in movies. And he said that the original, where romance originally came from was the Roman times. It was a fictitious language. It was used to entertain the leaders at the time. You know, extreme acts of love and I don't know what they call it now, love bombing, whatever. And it was basically, it was a circus act back then. It was like, oh wow, everyone was clapping and stuff like that, but it wasn't real. No one believed it was real back then. It wasn't something to live your life by. And now you've got guys watching these movies and thinking, wow, if I buy her flowers every day, she'll love me. No, don't do that. Don't be fake. Right? Don't be over the top like that. Show love, absolutely you should. But don't make the movies your base that you build your relationships off. Remember, it's a movie. The people in the movies are actors. That's not how they are in real life. Alright, they don't get disrespected and then they keep apologizing. Oh, I'm sorry honey, I'm so happy wife, happy life. No. Right? So don't be a nice guy. Don't be someone that's treaded all over in the workplace. If something pisses you off, you make sure that you make yourself heard. Hey, listen, I want to speak to you for 5 minutes. I don't appreciate that. What you said to me back there was disrespectful. And I'm letting you know right now. If I hear it one more time, hey, I mean, there's consequences. Either you have your integrity and you walk away and you find another place that respects you. You know? Or you make a complaint or something. I mean, you have to have the balls. Stop fearing confrontation. Because most of the time you'd be surprised. The people that you confront, they're like, oh shit. They do that to everyone. They disrespect everyone. And then when you come and you say, hey, I don't appreciate that, they get blown away. They're shocked. No one does that to them. No one confronts them and says, hey, don't do that to me again. Because some people, they poke and prod to see how much they can get away with. And if you're always getting poked, then you're like, stop poking me. You know, they're going to keep doing it. It's when you draw a line in the sand and say, hey, I don't appreciate that. Don't do that anymore. Right, and you mean it. And I don't know who says, I think it was Corey Wayne that says, strongest negotiating position is having the ability to walk away and mean it. So if you're getting disrespected in the workplace, you walk away. You know, that's what you do. In any situation. Alright, have the courage. You do not stay where you are disrespected. So stop being a nice guy, stop being phony, a fraud, stop being a fake, and have some fucking self-respect and dignity. I hope this video helps, gentlemen. Thanks for watching. As usual, make sure you like and subscribe down below because it helps me grow this channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.